This is a
This
5 times Edai triple exhume neutron shark. And
oh, I never looked at the new SAS for this deck. I think almost almost you everything you want. Not to cut you off. I'm sorry. I'm
no, no,
still
no,
not
no, you're good.
caffeinated. I'm rambling. First of all, again, SAS is a number which is helpful. Does not mean everything. Standard disclaimer. I have never seen a Logos house with 41 SAS. The deck is 82 SAS. Half of the SAS is in Logos. For illustration of how crazy this deck is, it has Worlds Collide Brobnar, which is notoriously, almost certainly, the worst house in any set ever in Keyforge, and it's still an 82 stats deck. Like it's dumb. Oh yeah. So now I will say Dave does not have any warding whatsoever. So I think Irradiated Amber is actually a huge card in this deck because Irradiated Amber just nukes all the eddies.
Irradiated, yeah, irradiated amber, and honestly, just establishing solid board against
Yeah.
Caruso I think, can be very effective.
And the other thing you may want to try to do is try to manipulate John Smith, Ixel Bolter as much as possible to try to purge some of those eddies out. I think that's going
Yeah.
to be very crucial because Dave can cycle deck, he can archive like the entire Brobnar house, whatever. But purging out eddies is going to be pretty important.
For Caruso, I mean, his timing hysteria could be very big.
Yeah,
Hysteria could be a very frustrating card, I think, for Ewaldus's deck.
I will say this: I think the speed sigil decision for Ewaldus is very interesting in this matchup. The primary deterrent to speed sigil is Neutron Shark because that will give Neutron Shark 2 hits, and the second hit can be used to kill Speed Sigil. So that's like the major deterrent to playing Speed Sigil. Um, Other than that, Speed Sigil seems like it's going to work in Ewaldus's favor, but that's a pretty significant downside. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like if I'm playing against Caruso, I think that I probably do play Speed Sigil, but it is a very tough decision of whether to play it because I think that you probably want the ability to playing Speed Sigil gives you just so much more ability to interact with getting rid of Edeyes.
Yeah.
So he elects to play two
Oh,
cards, Spirit's Way.
obviously, yeah.
We don't know what's
I
in
don't
his
know what he
hand.
had in the end, but Burning Spirit's Way, which is another answer to Eddie's, turn one just to play 2 cards is pretty rough. There are hands he can have where that's his best play, but that's still very unfortunate. Oh, Born Its Touch. Oh, ugh.
You burn the
He's got
jammer?
options to. I think you just take Grabber Jammer here, though.
Yeah.
This is not your best possible options, but I
No.
think you take Grabber Jammer.
Chooses to purge Zizix. And I think that's I mean, I don't disagree with
That's
purging.
fine. I mean,
Yeah.
like either one doesn't particularly matter that much because you didn't get access to the great things you wanted to purge. Nefru. Okay, that's fun.
I always Nefru. I always get confused about whether Nefru looks like Soul Snatcher or uh, Tolus, and it's the He's the Soul Snatcher guy. That's what he.
Yes, 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 yes.
For some reason, I've made so many misplays with Nefru, thinking he works like Tolus.
So the Nefru interaction in Dave's deck is most interesting if he were able to get a Brobnar board and play Ragnarok, because if he could fight and get double bonus points by attacking into things that will kill his creature but won't kill the opponent's creature. And then when Ragnarok triggers, his opponent doesn't get any bonus from Nefru. Like, that's the most interesting Nefru interaction in this deck. But Nefru's dead, so we move on. Oh, Nefru, I'm sorry, Nefru's been bounced.
Yeah, you got
Okay.
lights
Well,
out.
so Lights Out is actually a pretty good card against the Eddie deck because clogging Dave's hand so he can't draw more Eddies is a thing in a lot of circumstances, although Dave just says, I'm going to bounce everything. Anything you can bounce, I can bounce better.
And establishes a fairly nice disboard actually for. Wonder if we'll see the numquid here.
Numquid would be pretty good. And Numquid, by the way, we didn't talk about it at the top. Numquid is a great answer to eddies as well. You can nuke all the. Dave will hold eddies a lot of times. Hold like one extra eddy, so like just whatever. But yep, here's Numquid. But Numquid's a great answer to eddies
But
on a redraw if he gets another cycle of deck.
slight play mistake. Misorders the destruction of the creatures. Should have hit
Should
Nefru
kill
for.
Nefru first,
Yeah.
yeah.
Chooses to kill the. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was like, why did
Right.
he choose the rock grab? But he's gonna purge the Will of Fall with the harder they come,
All
and
right.
gets.
So here's the board. He's getting a board now. So Dave doesn't play Brobnar a lot in this deck because it just isn't doing a lot of the stuff that his deck wants to do. But we'll see if he's going to be forced into playing Brobnar at some point in time to deal with any sort of nasty board that that Ewaldus has. So Dave did not have Shark that turn. He would have played Shark with Reassembling if he had Shark. So Shark has either just been drawn or is still in the draw pile, which to me would indicate if you have any play in Sanctum as a Ewaldus, you want to take the opportunity to utilize board, especially since you could have you could have actually killed Reassembling. Killing Reassembling is a big deal because that means that if Dave just drew Shark, he can't do any crazy Reassembling Automaton Shark combos.
Right. Right.
So if he had any play in Sanctum there, like almost any cards in hand, maybe even if he didn't, but for sure if he had anything in Sanctum, I would have. Okay, well he's got Pawn Sack. All right, so this line just became a little bit better. I would have still considered Sanctum, but with the Pawn Sack, he can now.
At least
Well,
get.
no, I'm sorry, I take it back. He can't kill Reassembling with the Pawn
No, he
Sack.
can get rid of the Edi, but the reassembling's gonna live.
Yeah, that's. I mean, this is so. This is probably. We'll see if he's got anything else in Sanctum. Yeah, okay. So I might have still gone. If he had any cards at all, because wait for it. Vapors, okay. And I'm expecting Shark here.
Getting sharked here will be sad. Now, if he doesn't get sharked here, he's in
Well,
a.
but now the thing. But here's the other problem, right? Even if he doesn't get Sharked here, now he can't kill this board unless he has. I don't know what he could have. He already used Spirit's Way. What else could he have that he would remove this board?
He can just go Sanctum and fight a bunch of stuff, but it's not efficient, but it is
Right. Well, no, because it's much less efficient now than
yeah.
it was before.
Yeah.
Because
And
now you're just going to fight the eddies, but when Dave plays Shark next turn, you're going to get nuked. Unless he gets unlucky on the Shark hit, but still.
catching up to the chat, I see Lady Caffeino saying, "I love seeing this Mars Sanctum Shadows deck be this successful." And yeah, I'm with you. It's cool to see. It's cool to see. A Mars Sanctum deck reaching near the top of the top 16.
Right. Board based Coda is definitely become more powerful in the meta for sure.
Okay. Chooses to remove the
Greymon,
daughter.
Numquid fight daughter. That I don't agree with because daughter, while a good card, daughter is not the thing that's going to cause you to lose this match. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
And removing both Edis at least lets you be on check too.
Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna remove one, but like he spent two creatures, not two amber.
How many turns can we dodge Neutron Shark? That's the question.
I think 0 is probably
Yeah,
the most.
this has got to be the Neutron Shark turn.
Because if reassembling wasn't on the board here, then Shark would at most kill one or two or maybe three things if he had some other Logos creature in hand. Yep. Fight Dodger. Oh, Fight Dodger. That's interesting.
So
Why
if
would you?
oh yeah, I wonder why
There it is. Okay.
why
I
do
don't know why he fought Dodger. That doesn't make any sense.
maybe just in case Neutron Shark fizzles?
Yeah, but like, I'm confused. I'm sure there's a reason. I just, oh, he's trying to make Dodger, I see. He's trying to make Dodger take lethal damage if it fights his board.
Yes.
The problem is it can fight Shark now unless he has a way to get rid of Shark. Sorry, unless way to protect Shark, which he doesn't.
The and it's unfortunate that Shark did discard an Ed-Eye.
Yeah, but I mean, when you
Yeah.
got five Ed Eyes
Yeah.
in deck,
It's not so bad.
like,
And he's
and
about to
it's not as unfortunate because he has triple Exhume. I always forget how ridiculous this deck is.
yeah.
Triple Exhume, so like
And still has two
run
exhumes
that die and
left.
discard, sure, no problem. So I think you have to kill. Well, you like to kill everything, but you have to kill Shark. Because even if he exhumes Shark, then at least he's on a disc turn.
So, man, I think that early Spirit's Way really hurt. I think that that's gonna come back in
He
this game.
definitely did. I mean, again, that window that we identified earlier where he could have fought Sanctum in and killed the reassembling would have saved a
Yeah,
little bit of headache there. I don't know, but he could fight. I would having called Shadows. I would expect to see him fight Dodger into Shark here.
has to be. The one thing Ewaldus does still have going for him is Irradiated Amber is still in play.
True, but Dave only has one Amber, and frankly, with Dave's deck, he doesn't need to like. He can just kind of sit and wait for a
Yeah,
while.
he just has to establish the engine, and then
Yeah,
when he flips the deck, that's when things are going to go.
right. Now he will reach a point. There was a while ago when I play tested this deck, um, and I do recall that when there you do occasionally reach a point where you have archived so much of deck that you have weird decisions on logos, like you run out of safe quote unquote things to archive. He's definitely not there yet, but
So we did flip. Means three Ed-Eyes are back in play. All three exhumes back. Okay, chooses to go Mars. Gets rid of the key abduction. Some consideration being made. Okay. And elects to play out the irradiated amber, which is probably reasonable.
yeah, I wouldn't expect you. You're definitely not holding that. Oh, here
Redrew the
comes
shark.
Shark. John Smith, target number one, probably.
Gotta be. Oh man,
Yep.
and that reassembling automaton just proving to be so damaging.
Yeah, no, that was. I think that's the key moment earlier. And now he's just gotta. Oh, that's funny. Now he just keeps killing reassembling automaton to cycle tech. That's the weirdest way to cycle tech I've ever seen. That's really funny.
And here comes the slow, just methodical plotting of just reaping it out with
It's
the logos. And honestly, for Ewaldus, Eric, does he have a way out of this?
um. Well, Dave could disconnect, and I don't know the answer to that question. I think it's pretty difficult for him at this point to get out of this. The way I would think is if somehow the game lasted long enough for him to purge multiple eddies, um, with Mars, the target on that Mars trigger. But yeah, no, this is the thing. Oh, I'm sorry, we haven't formally. So TTR rated us. So thanks, Justin and Nathan. Catching up on the stream here. What up, peoples? Welcome to the Caruso U-boat nonsense showcase here. Casual key cost of 36 over on Ewaldus' side. It's gonna get higher.
Yeah. There's yeah. It
And
w-
here comes more of the shark stuff. Oh boy. Okay. Well, this is what 41 SAS Logos House looks like. In case anyone was ever wondering what it would take to get over 40 SAS on a Logos House, this is it. I'm not sure. I don't think I can individually identify on decks of Keyforge if there's any other Logos House in existence that's ever been printed in Keyforge that has a higher rating than this. Again, doesn't mean everything, but still an interesting metric. I doubt very much that there is. And given that Ewaldus has no scaling steel, Dave can just sit in Logos and reap all day long. I would think you want to kill Shark here. He plays Speed Sigil. I guess he figures Dave is running out of Logos cards. Wait, he doesn't. He killed Daughter. I'm unsure why we're prioritizing killing Daughter here. I mean, again, it's deck chairs in the Titanic time, so I
yeah.
don't really know that it matters. But
Yeah.
I don't know why Daughter is the thing we want to kill. Shark is the thing that murders our board every time we play anything. But Ewaldus is just going to end this game probably with something like 25 amber and no keys.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ewaldus.
Yeah, I mean this is just
This deck does not play fair.
yeah, this is just what this deck does. It does the really unfair
You have to, in order to beat this deck, you have to have something like. I mean, there are certain things you could do. Like a lot of purge. Like, you could purge out a bunch of stuff. You could purge the eddies, or you know, something where you have key cheats midterm where you can kill everything and then key cheat. But yep, that is not the situation here. Ewaldus is going to get bounced down to the losers bracket, but you know, still a lot of play. He's actually going to be playing Echo Edo, who beat Z 3-1 in an elimination game in the losers bracket. No, I'm sorry. He won't be. He'll be playing. The brackets are aligned correctly, but then they're shifted. So he'll be playing the winner of Echo Edo's game versus either Nathan or Vanilla Scout that hasn't been